Holy crap. These past really almost now like what, a month and a half now, almost 2 months in terms of movie stuff has been actually kind of dead as there's really nothing coming out. When it came to me doing a video for you all this week and even this weekend, I was just thinking, what can I possibly do? Because there's really nothing in terms of movie stuff that's actually not coming out until really next week with like Madame Web, the Bob Marley movie, Lisa Frankenstein, everything is coming out next week. And so I just kept thinking, what am I gonna do video wise for you? Because I want to get something out. I don't want to have the channel go dark for a week. And then I saw a couple of news stories surrounding Xbox, like for example, this, and this. For those of you who are coming to my channel that are brand new, first of all, welcome and thank you so much. And if you want to see more videos just from me in general, hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell for if a new video does come up. And by the way, I'm gonna say this in my next movie review, but just want to say thank you all so much for 5,000 subscribers. That milestone felt like it was never going to happen at some point, but truth be told, guys, I don't make YouTube videos for the sake of getting subscribers or getting views. I make YouTube videos because I like doing it. I have fun doing it, and I'm just glad that there are now, at this point, just a little over 5,000 of you that like watching me just talk about whatever, whether it's movies, video games, TV, whatever, live streams. But anyways, getting back to the point, thank you all so much. This was something that came out this week that legitimately made me go, what is happening right now? It was rumored as of recently that Microsoft is thinking about not only bringing a lot of their exclusives to PlayStation, but also going more towards a software company than a hardware company, and essentially getting to the point of what I'm discussing here. Microsoft is thinking about pulling out of making new hardware for Xbox, which is absolutely insane when you think about that. There have been rumors going around now, I want to say since the beginning of this week, that not only that Xbox exclusives are coming to PlayStation, but also rumors that Xbox is going to be concentrating more on software, more on games, rather than making consoles, even though it was rumored not too long ago that Xbox is currently in development of making their next big system, even though the Xbox Series X literally just came out. It just feels like that just yesterday that the Series X just came out. It was announced that I believe sometime next week that Phil Spencer, the head of Xbox right now, is going to be putting it together an event sometime next week about the future about Xbox, period. Not just with the Xbox games, but the Xbox brand in general. There are two particular things that I want to talk about in this video. One of them being Xbox hardware and Xbox exclusivity. The first thing I want to talk about, of course, is Xbox hardware. The rumor mill is like spending a lot in particular about Xbox hardware, and that is Xbox really pulling out the hardware game? I do not think so that they are. I mean, it would be such a weird thing for Xbox to announce a lot of Xbox exclusives just for them to pull out the hardware game. I mean, it makes no sense. Now, sure, while Xbox did just announce recently Microsoft Game Pass, I'm guessing that they're putting everything like PC and gaming stuff under one big banner, which does make a lot of sense because there was such a big thing called PC Game Pass and Xbox Game Pass. But now I believe it's happening very, very soon where Microsoft is doing an overall Microsoft Game Pass, which makes complete sense. It just makes no sense that after having a developer direct not too long ago, literally less than a month ago, that they would just say, hey guys, we're not going to have any more consoles from here on out. That just makes no sense. But hey, if they want to do that, I mean, I imagine that Xbox Phil Spencer has something planned up his sleeve, and if so, I'm curious what he has for this event coming up very, very soon. Now again, just rumors. It just makes no sense that after having a developer direct, for having a bunch of exclusive games, just for them to say, hey, we're not making any more consoles. The second thing I want to talk about here, and this really does make no sense, but this other rumor came about, and I'm thinking this rumor might be true because there was apparently a job listing, a Xbox consultant about making everything go multi-platform. And you want to know what that is? There are rumors that a bunch of Xbox exclusive games, like for example, Halo, Starfield, Gears of War, are all also coming to PlayStation as well. There is one particular reason why I think bringing exclusive games to multi-platform makes no sense, and that's because of this. Exclusive games, I feel like, are a part of an identity to that console. Like, for example, guys, PlayStation, for example, let's talk about certain games that are like essentially synonymous with PlayStation. So, for example, God of War, Uncharted, not to mention as well Gran Turismo, Jak and Daxter. Going on to the Xbox side, what are some of the first games that you think of when Xbox is brought up? I'll give you 2 examples right now of what you think of when it comes to Xbox. Gears of War and Halo. Those 2 particular games are, like I mentioned you guys earlier, those 2 games are synonymous with the overall identity of Xbox. The whole rumor that they're bringing those games to Sony and to PlayStation, I mean, sure, while it would be cool to play Gears of War on a PS5 and feeling the haptic feedback of the chainsaw going through a locust or the active reload, sure, at the same time, it just doesn't make any sense knowing that they called those games exclusive at first, only for them to bring them over to PlayStation. At that point, this feels like there's just no real point of having, more than one console and an overall a gaming ecosystem. There is a reason why games are brought over to certain systems rather than other systems. Like, for example, some developers out there actually do feel like one console in terms of hardware works better than the other console. Like, for example, did you all know that Todd Howard literally brought Starfield to the Xbox because they really thought that the Xbox Series X had better hardware suited for that game compared to Sony's console? Same thing goes to Sony when it comes to, let's say, Final Fantasy 16. Sony legitimately brought the console, Square Enix legitimately brought the game to PlayStation because the PlayStation was the system that seemed like it would be most suitable for Final Fantasy 16. I personally just don't understand why you would market a game as an exclusive, especially a console exclusive, only to bring that game to another system, another gaming ecosystem. Now, I do kind of get it, only because sure, it rakes in a whole lot more cash. It really, really does. But at the same time, and to bring another point, there are just some games out there that legitimately do perform better on other consoles. Like, for example, when it came to, let's say, Fallout 3. Fallout 3 actually performed way better on Xbox than on PS3. And as a matter of fact, graphical wise, it actually looked better and it played better on certain things. I guarantee it's just more of a business decision more than anything else. But personally, I do think that the whole thing of bringing what is quote unquote an exclusive to another ecosystem makes no sense, especially when these developers have touted these games as essentially performing better and their identity makes more sense to staying to Xbox rather than just saying, oh, hey, we're going to bring these to the PlayStation just because for money wise. Will Microsoft get a whole lot more money bringing some certain games to PlayStation? Yes, hence why there are such things as timed exclusives, but just makes no sense when Microsoft revealed initially and for a very long time that certain games, like for a Gears of War or for a Halo or for, let's say, a Starfield or a Forza Horizon, or at some certain point Fable, coming to PlayStation, when it was really the whole point of having an Xbox was because some developers only get those game kits. Games like Gears of War and Halo should stay on Xbox. If they make a multi-platform thing, sure, but there are just some certain games that I personally think should stay with one system, and some certain games should stay with the other system. But that's just my whole 2 cents about it. So comment down below and let me know, how do you guys feel about Microsoft Xbox not only pulling out of the hardware market, but also bringing all their exclusive games, or at least the biggest ones, to Sony? Let me know below. If you guys want to follow me on all those social media platforms, all the links and the usernames are in the description below. I hope you enjoyed my video of what Xbox is rumored to be doing very, very soon. If so, please hit that like button, also subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell if my latest video goes live. If you guys want to see my previous 2 videos, please click it right there or right there. And of course, until my next review or video goes live, I'll see you all next time.